Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Today we're back with super film support. If you don't know what super film support is, basically me answering film questions for the community here on YouTube. You can actually go to superfilmsupport.com, fill in the form, and I'll answer you here on a video. So this question was sent to me around a month ago, and it says that someone's been offered two field cameras, 4x5. One is a Toyo 45AX, and the other one is a Linhof Master Technica. Toyo comes with zero problems and complete CLA, but Linhof has one problem where the rise lever is loose and the rise gear is broken. Linhof comes with a 240mm lens for $1,000, and Toyo is offered for him to $1,300 without lens, but one lens board and a couple of accessories. Which one would I choose? So, first of all, options for large format cameras are very personal. I'm going to try to explain how I would think about this. Obviously, each person has different thoughts. First of all, both cameras are amazing, Linhof and the Toyo. My main concern is Toyo is still made new today, so you can actually buy them from the factory and some resellers. And Linhof is also still made today. But the Linhof is not the new model probably that you're being offered, but the Toyo still is kind of a current model somehow. But there's also problems with repairs. Not a lot of people repair Toyo cameras. Bellows can be substituted, but they're not so common sometimes. But Linhof is sort of like the Leica of large format, so there's a lot of people that take more care into repairing them, probably own their own factory, do it, and so on. So if I was going to be picking a Linhof Technica or a Toyo for a similar price, and you're saying that it includes a lens, a 240mm lens, is going to be at least $200 or $300 value. So you're buying the Linhof for around $700 US, and the Toyo is $1,300 without the lens. First of all, the Toyo I think is a little high even with a CLA. But the Linhof for $700, you can send it to get repaired. For those $300 to $400, you can get it back to spec, probably. I would recommend LA Flex in the US. I think they're in Los Angeles. But yeah, Toyo is good, but there's a few quirks that I do not like from the Toyo, but I do like from Linhof, and I'm going to explain. First of all is the lens board. The lens board on the Linhof is the famous Linhof Technica, which is made super inexpensively by a bunch of remakers in China, and there's tons in the secondhand market, so you can buy these for pretty much pennies nowadays. But the Toyo requires a smaller lens board that also can be made probably by some manufacturers in China, but it's a little bit more annoying. Same goes with large format lenses. All the lenses kind of mount onto this camera, the Linhof, but the Toyo has a bit of a smaller board. Maybe you'll have a hard time with certain bigger element lenses and so on. So I think the Linhof has more features in that sense, just on the lens board itself and the lenses that it takes. After we talk about that, basically I just think the Linhof is a bit more camera than the Toyo. And like I said, I've used the Toyo. It's an amazing camera, super featured, and so on. But a lot of the knobs on it sometimes crackle and can break. It has a few more parts. The bellows on the on the Toyo always end up being broken. The Linhof bellows are pretty good. And like I said, you can still buy them both probably secondhand or on eBay from some manufacturers. I recommend custom bellows in the UK for bellows. Actually, a lot of the bellows that you buy in new cameras are made by Custom Bellows, so don't think they're like a second brand. They were pretty much the manufacturer for a lot of the top brands. I know Can-Am Cameras uses Custom Bellows in the UK and so on. And then I would go into like the fact of like how it works, the accessories and what you need. But like I said, Linhof is like a premium brand. It feels premium, it shoots premium, it actually looks premium, and depending on what you're looking for, maybe it has the rangefinder, maybe it doesn't. It has some more movements probably on the back and the front. It has the broken gear. It won't be that big of an issue getting it repaired, hopefully. You can even quote the repairman and say, hey, this is what's going on, what do you think it'll cost to do it? He'll probably include a CLA because no repairman will usually just do one thing. They usually want to do the whole camera just to make sure that their work is going to be, last longer. Because sometimes you go in with one broken thing and obviously there's more problems on a camera. So I would recommend you ask them. But yeah, I think both are great options. But if I had to choose, I think the Linhof is probably a bit better camera, a bit more of a camera. But there's no disrespect for the Toyo. I absolutely think they're great. But apples to apples, I would probably pick up a Linhof. Plus, like I said, you're getting $300 more for the Toyo in price, plus the Linhof includes a lens. So yeah, like it depends a lot on what you're going to be shooting, what you want to carry, but just the lens board itself to me is absolutely a problem. I love the Linhof Technicas. I actually shoot with Cinar. There's a Cinar out of frame right there. And I basically adapt all my Linhof boards to Cinar, and that's all I shoot. So I have Cinar cameras and Cinar adapters, and then I have the Linhof lens boards because they're smaller for all my lenses, and I just adapt them for either to the Chamonix with Linhof or the Chamonix with Cinar or my Cinar. So yeah, that's basically my answer for this. I know it's not exactly the most appealing question to have for super film support, but I just wanted to help Yash out, see if that helps him in any way. But yeah, you can ask me anything about super film support and I'll try my best to answer you. Have a couple good questions, one including a Hasselblad back that I'm trying to answer with a mechanic, because I think that would be a good thing to have, a mechanic on camera that can help us. But I'll do that as soon as possible. But as always, super film support is basically brought to you by Patreons or donations, so you can go check the links below if you feel like supporting the show, seeing more of this content that not a lot of people are doing. And if you have any opinions about what you would choose, the Linhof or Toyo, let me know in the comments. Usually the super film support is way more interesting in the comments than anywhere else, because a lot of people have more experience than I do with Linhof, with Toyo, with cameras, with repairs and so on. So yeah, just let me know. Everybody go and check the comments, or just leave a comment if you feel like it, because it helps the channel. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.